Hey, Steve, thank you so much for coming in to talk with us today.
You're
We're
welcome.
happy to have you here and been a long part of the Clear Lake Chamber. Tell us a little bit about NIACC. Give us a brief history of NIACC.
Well, NIACC's been around 100 years in 2018, so we kicked off classes September 9th of 1918. So we too will be celebrating an anniversary this year. So, really started out as kind of a liberal arts college and then later transitioned to career technical. And now we have about 3,000 students. Over 1,000 of those would be local high school students, including Clear Lake students. And we're just excited to serve the region in terms of economic development, job training, and higher education.
Sure, very good. What can you tell us a little bit about what kinds of trends that you've seen with NIACC over the years?
I think the trends that we're seeing right now are, a lot of people drive to the campus. We've added housing over the years. We've had housing for over 50 years, so we have a residential base as well. We start out with all face-to-face classes, and probably the biggest trend in higher ed right now is really moving to hybrid and online classes, so you can go to college at any time from anywhere. And that's certainly changed the landscape and increased the competition and opportunities for North Iowans.
Right, very good. What are some of the new services or courses that you guys are offering that you're excited about?
Well, I think some of the most exciting things that's happened in the last 5 years at least are the addition of some facilities. Our diesel maintenance program came back and we added a new shop and it's full. We're really excited that we have that full. Our nursing program continues to grow. The addition of our simulation center has allowed our students to practice on mannequins versus people, at least for a portion of their training, which has really set them up to be more successful when they get into the clinical setting. In addition to that, the most growth is taking place in high school programming, concurrent enrollment, and online instruction and coursework.
Okay. So are those kind of the things really that you're seeing changes right now with the industry is all these things that you mentioned as far as new program services, demand for those things?
Right. I think community colleges have always been known as pretty responsive and flexible. So when we see new needs coming up, that we can generate the coursework and the curriculum quickly and respond. When the recession hits, we're there. And people come back to us in flocks. And then now at this time, with low unemployment, our enrollment's gone down a little bit. But really trying to look at the workforce demands right now is one of our greatest challenges, and trying to put together programs that will help fill the many jobs that are open in North Iowa.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate a little bit more about that? How do you feel like what you're bringing to the table as far as local workforce development?
Right. Well, NIACC has always been a continuing ed trainer. So for those people that are employed and businesses who are trying to upskill their current employees, we've been around doing that for a long time. We serve about 20,000 people a year in that capacity. Where I think we're really starting to get our feet in the mud, if you will, is around creating these pathways for high school students into the local workforce, working with high schools and developing courses that give students experiences to test drive these careers prior to deciding what they're going to do for post-secondary training. And that's where I think a bulk of our work is going to be in the next 5 to 10 years, is really trying to help students become better consumers of the economy as well as of higher ed, and helping to fill the good jobs that are present in North Iowa.
Okay. Well, talking about the local schools and communities, how would you say that the Clear Lake community has impacted NIACC?
Well, we really see North Iowa as our community. So Clear Lake's a part of the NIACC community, and certainly have been supportive over the years, whether it's through performing arts and leadership or continuing ed. Our high school programs are strong. Clear Lake's just always been a good supporter of the college at large, and I think that's going to continue to grow. I think our role in the region will continue to grow in the education world, particularly, but specifically in the workforce needs.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you have graduation tonight when everyone will hear what you have to say about NIACC. Is there any messages that you want to give to the group here in your absence?
Well, I think you guys understand this really well in Clear Lake, but it's true of all North Iowa. It really takes all of us to maintain a vibrant community, and the Chamber's role in that process is significant. So I'd like to congratulate the Chamber on their anniversary and all the good work that they have done. I know as a citizen of North Iowa, it's been a pleasure for me the last 5 years to engage in all the activities that are here and the robust economy that exists around Clear Lake. So more than anything, I'd just like to say congratulations and keep up the good work.